Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick.
Header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Hullet. Played out wide. Ødegaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Kajolu with the delivery. And that has been cleared. Mateos! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's really well cleared. Rui Costa. And here's Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance, surely! Rui Costa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
He's having a shot! Oh, off the bar! Pacho. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And he's picked it up out wide, plays it, towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Great vision. Kajolu. And it's Messi. Some really good ball movement. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Knocks it out wide. Picked out brilliantly. Torres has given away a free kick. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ødegaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
All eyes on the referee, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So the most significant moment of the game. He scores for sure! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Telstar are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
It's Ibrahimovic! And that was probably asking just too much. Kajolu. It's a pretty loose pass.
Diamante really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, still! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
João Cancelo with the short one. Crosses it in, and a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Steaming on. He's had a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing. Diamante certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Tries to pass it through. Rui Costa has it in a wide position. Zanetti can get it clear. Pacho. Now Hausen. Kajolu is always looking to play quality balls. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Hausen. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now it's Torres. Oh, that's... Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19, numero 11.
So we're off again.
Il numero 23.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read. And it's Kukçu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mateus strokes him back.
Really got in his feet.
Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! Two to the good, and they are purring! Absolutely purring!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Telstar are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Jordan Henderson. Zanetti.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's got away. Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Aimed at the far side. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20, Bale. Lascia il campo per il numero 18.
Bullet.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Rijkaard. And it's Ibrahimovic. Almost an hour gone. Zanetti. Gerrard. Bullet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to... Impressive jump! And yes, it's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Roberto Carlos. Crosses it in here. And it's been hooked away. Cannavaro looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
That is lovely. Beckham. And he's in on... There's the shot! Oh, there's a probing ball. Well seen. Saw that coming. Gives it back. That's destined for the flank. And it's Marcelo. Space for him to turn and look. He's rising! And there's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Piemonte really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Getting up there! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
This is a promising build-up. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kajolu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Baggio. Now it's Drogba. Little pass back. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Takes a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Telstar look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Lovely
recupero.
pass, but can he get there? And he whips... Oh, greatly! Oh, he's hit the bar! And again, that is frustrating.
Piemonte really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
And here's Drogba. Raul. He is through here. And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Pato's selection here is, of course, entirely logical. There are so very many looking forward to seeing him here.
Couldn't agree more, Peter, when you consider how much he brings to the table. We all know about his qualities on the ball, but what I like in particular...
Here's a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Bale. And it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for options for movement. Timber. That is a great pick out. And he is deftly away. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's really well cleared.
Alexander Pato clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That has not gone well. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And here's Bale. Now it's Kimmich. And he's managed to get free. He's rising! No, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Knocks it into space. Pato providing an outlet on that flank. Still goalless. Chance for a shot! In he goes again! Kimmich. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Knocks it out wide. João Cancelo. And he'll shoot here!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. Flashes it up, and a header! Goal! And we have liftoff! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Kimmich. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Marcelo. Played over towards the opposite flank. And that has left him in a heap. Gattuso. Now it's Pato. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Maldini. This is a promising build-up. And it's Gullit. Neymar gets into a good position. He is through here. Cross in. It's a goal kick. Backward it goes. Del Piero. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now he's running away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a throw-in. And it's Cancelo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Neymar. That has been slung wide. Impressive jump. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Marcelo goes short. Germany are looking to go forward now. Schneider, he has found the way through. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Schneider clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to pass it through. Great chance! It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's lost his man here. He came in hard, very hard. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in this. Tries one from range! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Towering header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Baresi is offering a right smile there.
Oh, great leap! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Hazard wriggles his way through, tries a shot, and for a moment time stood still. Germany have their third corner, and that is expertly dealt with. And this is, and the shot! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Marcelo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for... Oh, good climb! Schneider. Now it's Pato. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hullet. Ibrahimovic currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Diamante really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Kimmich. Cannavaro makes the interception. Marcelo, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Marcelo. It's Kimmich. Marcelo picks it up out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
So,
17,
third corner of the game.
Neymar. Numero 9, numero 20, Bale. Lasciano il campo per il numero 13, Roberto Carlos. Il numero 23,
Beckham with the short one.
Il numero 18,
He leaps for it.
una sostituzione.
Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Marcelo. Oh no, this does not look good. João Cancelo. Rijkaard. Beckham. There's the crossfield ball. And he's been shifted off it. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
João Cancelo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, super find.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Plays it in low. They've won a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Marcelo getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Aim forwards. And it's Aubameyang. David Villa receives it in a good position. David Villa! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Villa has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Has a look and plays it forward. Now, can they get him away?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Bullet given the lift of his goal. João Cancelo. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Maldini eases him off the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Strokes it back. And this is Bullet. This could be their final throw of the dice.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
They've played it short. In by Cancelo. That's going to go a long way. Aubameyang wins the duel this time. Stojkovic. That's a sharp pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. João Cancelo. He's looking wide. It's a promising position. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I'll be looking out for the mischievous Danny Carvajal, because I think he brings a lovely balance down the flanks, and he's capable of going both ways. He's added that extra element as well of intelligence, where he's better at deciding when to go and when to stay. And he's really coming on in his game.
No. Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Opts for safety. And the through ball. Vieri gets flagged offside. Rijkaard. Neymar. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar. And it's Marcelo. Produces a cross. Silvestre with the clearance. Vieri. And they can counter here. Now it's Vieri.
Piemonte are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! That was probably asking just too much. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out...
Towering header! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Firenze definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Maldini. And it's Marcelo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That looks a good ball through. João Cancelo. It's Kimmich. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ronaldo. Great idea, just poorly executed.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. That is headed for the middle. And now they can spring out of defence. Bale. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Gerrard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Kimmich. João Cancelo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Hullet. Ibrahimovic aims beyond the defence. Bale in acres of space out wide. That is a great pick out. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that is well cleared. And for the first half, that is that. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 17.
So the action resumes.
Numero 9.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
And it's Beckham. Great work on the overlap. And that has left him in a heap. No foul, says the referee. Nuno Mendes. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Goes for a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Now it's Hullet. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. And that takes him up to 30. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Beckham. That has been slung wide. Plays a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, well played, that has... Oh, what has happened here? Roberto... Oh, good effort! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he hit that sweetly. Beckham. And this is Ibrahimovic. Stood up well to him there. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Mendes scooting forward. Beckham. And it's Ibrahimovic. That's destined for the flank. And it's Marcelo. Roberto Carlos. In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And this is Ronaldo. Carvajal picks it up now. Terrific effort! And a neat finish! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are...
It's Gerrard! And that would have been game, set and match.
I can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Corner number 2 then. Gerrard plays it short. Delivery. It's rising! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Marcelo. That is good strength. He's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Ibrahimovic. João Cancelo. Passing nice and neat. It's a really well-measured ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Somewhat off target. Gerrard. Maldini gets across to intercept that. João Cancelo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. And it's Carvajal. Has a look up and delivers. Picked out brilliantly. Crossed in once more. And time is up. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto.
Oh, what has happened here?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's made its way to him.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was...
There's the shot! Mbappe is flagged offside. And he plays one through. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
João Cancelo goes short, crosses it in, he leaps for it! And that was very necessary. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Space for him to turn and look. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. Neither side yet able to find the net. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's looking wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Back towards the middle. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Odegaard. And he's quick to return it. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And this is Ibrahimovic. And now they can spring out of defence. And Hullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. João Cancelo with the short one. Odegaard engages and forces him off the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe! And he couldn't finish.
Well, he's the one person you wanted that to fall to, and we saw this.
Yamal, very much a man of this moment. Bruno Fernandes. Buffon claims comfortably. Pull it. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he finish? Goal! Milan!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he's managed to get free. Ball's played through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Yamal. Rui Costa. João Cancelo. That looks a good ball through. Chance for a shot!
2 minuti di recupero.
It's Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Ødegaard. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So right back into the action.
Diamante can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
They get a throw in. Pass somewhat off target. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Not the most accurate pass. Bonucci. Timber, a picture of focus and alertness. This is a promising build-up. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always good.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he welcomes it in. Distributed tidily. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Beckham. He shifted it to the flank. Sends it crossfield. Threads one in. Cross from Cancelo. Impressive jump!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
João Cancelo. Gets a good foot in there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 15, numero 18.
Looks to the other side.
Lasciano il campo per
Tries to play it through.
17.
Roberto Carlos delivers.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Plays it across. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Flash, and again! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Marcelo. It's a pretty loose pass. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Beckham. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this? Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now that's well seen too. Dani Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And that is a little undercooked. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that was vital. And it's Marcelo. Marcelo tries to cross, and that is expertly dealt with. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kimmich looking to play him in. Hangs in across. He's having a pop! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
O'Shea is offering a right smile there.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 2.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Maldini with the clearance. Cafu makes a move down the right.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Tries to pass it through. He's picked his... Mbappe! And that was probably asking just too much.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Maldini. Rijkaard.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
Intricate
minuti
passing,
di
looking
recupero.
to progress the ball. And it's Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside.
And the shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, a delicate chip through. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident. Roll! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Not the most accurate pass. And it's Zaire Emery. And this is Bale. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he's forced to go back. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zaire Emery. Nicely weighted ball. Bale. Knocks it into space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And that's been won straight back. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Bale chooses to go crossfield. Rijkaard. Fullet. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away? And he's quick to return it. Nice interception, well timed. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
That's going in strongly.
And it's Zaire Emery. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Cancelo picks it up out wide. Tries to get it clear. Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Maldini. Marcelo. Roberto Carlos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hullet. He's got away. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
João Cancelo plays it short, delivers the ball.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Mateus gets on his bike and on the move. Raul couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
That's going across goal. Now it's Cruyff, and he was quick to react. He's gone forward. Kimmich. This is a promising build-up. That has been cut short. And he plays one through.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Shot a goal! It's fallen kindly here. He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Cruyff. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de bota de fútbol. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de jugadores.
And that's the second half started.
El dorsal 9 será reemplazado.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Looking for the run. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ambitious ball here. That has not gone well. Beckham. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bale was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to get free. Buffon claims comfortably. That's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. That's a throw. Sends it crossfield. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Beckham. Now it's Bale. João Cancelo has the space to scheme. Cleared away. Spread it left. Crossed in one. Impressive jump. Goal! And they get themselves in front. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Shoots! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Big chance! Cruyff. Now it's Hazard. João Cancelo. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I like...
Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Van Basten finds himself offside. Can he get on the end of this? João Cancelo deals with that comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final.
Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Cruyff really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Barcelona have their lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Great vision. You can run onto that. Chance, surely! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
Oh, good effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard plays it all the way forward. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Cruyff. And Cruyff! It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's a pretty loose pass. Bullet played out to the left flank. And he thumps it clear. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff threads one in. That looks a good ball through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And no, that was never going to make it. That's going wide left. Roberto Carlos.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Bale. Now it's Cruyff. That's a shade optimistic. Beckham. And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Cunha in acres of space out wide. He's having a shot! Oh, crossbar! Del Piero. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. And he's definitely onside. Vermaelen getting this one clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Marcelo goes short. Hoisted in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Corner number 2 then. Del Piero plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a sharp pass. Dani Olmo. That is lovely. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Marcelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a threatening ball. Dani Olmo. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Quarter of an hour played. That's a super give and go. And pull it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Del Piero with the short one. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. It's a promising position. Here's a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Del Piero has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Well read, nice interception. Davids is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bale, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Ibrahimovic! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Looking for options for movement. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Probing pass. Cruyff is flagged offside. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Bale has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Messi. And it's Cancelo. Crossed into the middle. It's a goal kick. Davids. Oh, that's delightful. No, it's come to nothing. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Incoming delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Marcelo back in once more.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Matheus Cunha is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Cruyff is shouting after that one. Baresi gets across and deals with it. Great ball, and he's in here. Now it's Dani Olmo. Marcelo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And that's another throw. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And he's got the beating of his man. And it's made its way to him. Dani Olmo tries a shot! Del Piero. Here it is, crossed in for Bale. That's good running with the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Nice bit of trickery. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Piemonte clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them...
Chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Bullet. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Moved on forwards. Now it's Gerrard. And it's Cruyff. He can run onto that. It's Gerrard! Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely weighted ball. João Cancelo is always looking to play quality balls. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Gerrard. Can he finish? It's a pretty loose pass.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been...
Cruyff! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Cunha does well to get it back. Yeah, he's fouled him there. João Cancelo. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Rijkaard. And it's Del Piero. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
La Spezia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi. Good chance here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Davids.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
João Cancelo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marcelo. And Del Piero. And it's Gullit. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Cruyff. He's through here. He's on it. Can he get away? Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Matheus Cunha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gerrard. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Some really good ball movement. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Picked out brilliantly. Terrific effort. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Davids is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked
Ci
pace.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
That's a throw.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Cancelo. Beckham, aimed at the far side. And that's it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Antoine Griezmann, do we still consider him, Jim, the face of French football?
Yeah, I think there's some room for debate here, Peter, but I can't think of anyone who has a more versatile style of play.
And he's just won so much, hasn't he? He might have had his fair share of disappointments in various finals, but he did win the tournament that really mattered back in 2018.
And he was outstanding in the final, an assist and a very controversial penalty.
Of course, that's right, one of the first significant penalties to be given as a result of a video-assisted review. Some really good ball movement. He's found a way. Bale! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
And it's Bale. Timber gets across to intercept that. Griezmann.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira. João Cancelo. That's Vieira. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Vieira. Hullet. Marcelo. And it's Marcelo. And here's Hullet. Messi. He leaps for it. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Xavi Alonso. Hullet. Tries to pass it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to play it through. That looks a good ball through. It's Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Aimed beyond the defence. He can run onto that. They want to be quick to recover this.
Diamante really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That is lovely. João Cancelo finding himself in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly. Nicely spread. João Cancelo picks it up out wide. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Griezmann going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Messi. That's a nicely weighted pass. Deftly away. It's gone for a throw-in. Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for movement, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Bale.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Space for him to turn and look. And it's played into the middle. Cleared away. Oh, what? There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Xabi Alonso plays it short. Milan given another corner. Milan have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
There they go, hunting again.
Now it's Hullet. That's been cut out, well played. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Diamante can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish.
He's rising! And he hits the net. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Delivers the ball.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Costa Curta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. João Cancelo hangs one. Terrific effort! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Marcelo goes short. In by Cancelo. Oh, good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. João Cancelo with the short one. And it's Rijkaard. Milan are looking to go forward now. Baresi wins the duel this time. Vieira. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Now the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So what can they come up with here? And it's Cancelo. Has a look up and delivers.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Costa Curta tries to clear. Cristiano Ronaldo with a reputation for taking on any shot. Played back. João Cancelo in towards the back and a header! And no mistake. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 31.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 5.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Marcelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos swung over. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Picked out brilliant, it's Griezmann! Quite brilliant from Griezmann! He's got himself an absolute peach. Into the lead once more. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10. Numero 16.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
Numero 24.
Lots and lots of changes.
Numero 12.
Milan with the lead. Cannavaro looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ball played for Rijkaard. Rijkaard calmly anticipates.
Diamante really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He has found the way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he decides to cross it. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Alonso! Could be dead, in he goes again! Now, who's going to be first to this? No way through, so back it comes. Decent chance! So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard trying to keep this in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. There's a sharp little ball here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And Messi! And that's in! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi. Collar. Now, can they get him away? Bullet! He's done very well to get to that.
Bullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Chance to deliver. And he gets rid in a hurry. Cristiano Ronaldo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, he's burst through. Oh, just the keeper now. Buffon clears without hesitation. Played in, but towering header off the post. And this is Griezmann. This time, surely. They're back in possession. It's Alonso! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Xabi Alonso is offering a wry smile there.
Xabi Alonso plays it short. Stood up well to him there. Milan with another chance from a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Xabi Alonso with the short one. Chance! And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were beaten. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here? Great chance! Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
He's had a shot! Could move up a gear here. Now it's Hullet. That's been cut out, well played. Yamal. And it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Ibrahimovic. Vieira. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
And a header! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Zanetti. Cruyff. Azar. Here's Ronaldo. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. It's a throw-in. Zanetti. Aimed at the far side. It's in! Como have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And here's Hullet. Zanetti. He won't be happy with that one.
Diamante really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Cancelo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe, Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Bale, played out towards the right wing. In by Cancelo. Impressive jump! And again, that is frustrating.
Diamante really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
João Cancelo with the short one. Played in.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
That's a throw. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo has a look up and delivers. Keeper's dealt with that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yaya Toure is always looking to break lines. Azar. Kimmich. Now it's Hullet. Looking for the run. And this is Bale. Played with speed from back to front. Vieira touches it back.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Azar. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Ronaldo. Yaya Toure. And it's Cancelo. Cannavaro. Now Yaya Toure. Pinches it off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. Yamal. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Yamal. That's a good ball. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he welcomes it in. Look at the space. Can he finish? Azar has a look and plays it forward.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
So, a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Diamante?
He leaps for it! It's run loose, and it's come back out to him. He doesn't look too happy with that. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Cruyff looking to add to his goal, and here's Mbappe, and it's Cruyff, and the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball, and the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Como have their second corner now. Cruyff! Tries to get it clear. Knocks it out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Howson.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's really well manoeuvred. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ronaldo. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ibrahimovic needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And here's Mbappe. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well,
and Hullet! Now that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
And it's Cruyff. Can he latch on to this? Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Diamante are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is a brilliant interception.
Diamante really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That is good progress on the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yaya Toure. Pull it. That has been slung wide.
That was lovely, that.
Now the cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This is their second corner of the game.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4, Ibrahimovic. Numero 7, numero 20, Bale. Lasciano il campo
Beckham
per
goes short.
il numero 18. Il
Cross from
numero 30,
Cancelo. Oh, greatly!
Carlos. Il
Collar
numero 23,
finds himself offside.
Beckham. Cambio di giocatori.
Diamante really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Neymar. Neymar. Yaya Toure. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And Pato. Pato! Como are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Roberto Carlos, lovely bit of skill. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to getting up there. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Como are looking to go forward now. That is good strength. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, good play! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And the number on the board is 3. Collar. Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Pato picks it up out wide. And he's managed to get free. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well played. And that was very necessary. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tries one from range. Oh, crossbar! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
He'll try from distance. Gareth glittering Bale. A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale. Cafu. Caught offside that time. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up. Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's claimed by the keeper. Beckham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rijkaard. Cafu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Saliba. Rijkaard. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great vision. Serginho has it in a wide position. Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Looking for the run. A chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Manchester United have their lead. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, and the shot! And now they can clear their lines. Cafu. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Marcelo running with the ball. Goes down, but nothing given. João Cancelo. And here's Bale.
Has been indicated.
Oh, good take in a good area. Bale! Now, that's another chance. And it's in. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. And that signals the end of the first period. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. Back on the way then. Beckham. And it's Neymar. Played out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Gullit can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Vieira knocks it out wide. Muscular approach does pay off here. De Ligt. Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard. Drogba has found the net here, of course. And it's Rijkaard. Serginho. Passes short and sharp. Out towards the flank. Beckham. And here's the chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
71,649.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rijkaard. Now the delivery, impressive jump. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Beckham. That's Rijkaard. Looking tidy in possession here. Serginho. And it's Neymar. That's going wide left. Look at the space. Real chance! Vieira. Bale. Yaya Toure. And it's Neymar. And he shoots! Another big chance that gets away.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Bale. Beckham. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Serginho. Serginho proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. João Cancelo. And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Some really good ball movement. Bale. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Bale. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Hullet. Marcelo finding himself in space. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Vieira. Bale. It's Bale! Chance again. No.
Substitution for Manchester United.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Number 22, Didier Drogba. Number 21, Neymar.
And it's been taken short.
Number 11,
Flashes it. Oh, good
Coming
play!
on the field. Number
Oh,
6,
that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Number 13.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And he goes
Substitutions
cross
taking
field.
place. There will be 1 minute
Beckham.
at a time.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd large. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Piemonte clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking to play him in. Played in. Oh, great leap! He will be livid with himself. Well, we've got to expect Frank Lampard to be central to pretty much every... And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, this is a great position. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary, and it's Bale. Now it's Hullet. He'll try from distance! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bruno Fernandes. Well read, and the danger is averted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Yaya Toure. And it's Bale. Vitinha. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Marcelo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Brute shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Vitinha. Vieira. And now they can spring out of defence. Vitinha. Might be danger here. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Opts to play it back. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Crosses it in. And that has been knocked clear. It's Lampard! Oh, that was no routine save.
Lampard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vieira. Bale. Yaya Toure. And it's Vieira. Bale! What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Un minuto de descuento.
That's a decent clearance. Takes a shot! And it's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious... And that is indeed the final act. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14 será reemplazado
We get things
por
going
el
again.
dorsal 9. Casa.
Rijkaard. And it's Gullit. For Bale. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Now the delivery. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vieira!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
This looks promising. Caught offside that time. It's just beyond his reach. And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Vitinha. Lampard tries to pass it through. And it's Yaya Toure. Vieira. And he was quick to react. Good running, strong and purposeful. Knocks it into space. Crosses it in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Passing nice and neat. He's in a great position here. Drives it in. Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! It's in! And this is getting better and better. That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a
Chance, surely! And that's in! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. And it's played into the middle. Cleared away. Marcelo is always looking to play quality balls. João Cancelo. 75 minutes played. Quality ball. Knocks it out wide. And it's Marcelo. Driven in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Dembele. And that's been drilled in. Distributed tidily. João Cancelo. And Marcelo. Baresi. Marcelo. Vieira. And it's Gullit. Marcelo is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, good effort! And that's a good finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong net behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. De Ligt with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those...